In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, complete shutdown was observed in Sopore today to mark the 29th anniversary of the deadliest massacre. All shops and business establishments were closed while traffic was off the roads. The occupation authorities sealed all entry and exit points of the Sopore town to prevent anti-India protesters and rallies. Over 60 civilians were martyred and more than 350 shops and residential houses were gutted on this day in 1993 after Indian soldiers set the Sopore town ablaze. According to a report by British Daily Independent, 450 structures were gutted in the incident. The victim families are still awaiting justice while the perpetrators of the heinous crime are roaming scot-free. The all-party Hurriyat conference leaders and rights activists, while paying glowing tributes to the victims of Sopore massacre, have said that the deteriorating situation in the territory warrants an international intervention on the Kashmir dispute. The leaders Sayyid Bashir Indrabi, Khwaja Firdos, Abdul Ahad Para, Shabir Ahmed Dar, Zamruda Habib, Yasmin Raja, Farida Behnji and human rights activist Muhammad Hassan Ondo in their statements condemned Indian media for committing Sopore-like massacres in the occupied territory over the past 3 decades. They said that brute Indian troops ransacked the Sopore town, ruthlessly gunned down innocent civilians and vandalized the apple orchards on the fateful day. The APHC leaders called for an impartial probe into the gruesome massacre by the International Court of Justice. All Parties Hurriyat Conference SHJ&K chapter at a meeting in Islamabad called upon the international community to hold India accountable for giving a license to kill innocent Kashmiris at free will. President of Pakistan, Dr. Arif Alvi, has said the unending oppression coupled with atrocities and human rights violations committed against the innocent Kashmiris in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir and other minorities in India while resulting in a fire that would eventually engulf India and dawn into the freedom of Kashmiri people. He said this while speaking at the book launching ceremony of Dr. Muhammad Qasim Fakhto, a political Kashmiri prisoner who had been languishing in Indian jail for the last 29 years. Continuing with its wicked agenda of snatching Kashmir's land, Narendra Modi-led fascist Indian government has allotted 1,388 canals of more land in Gulmarg and Sonmarg to Indian Army for construction of camps and other infrastructure. PDP chief Mehbooba Mufti, while reacting to the move, said the Modi regime has converted Jammu and Kashmir into a military garrison.